¡Gracias! ¡Son maravillosos!
No.
Does the color of the
No.
sky mean anything special to you? It
No
does
sé
to
qué le
me.
pasa, lo ves.
A hell of a lot.
Hola, Ayrton.
When I
¿Cómo le
close
va?
my eyes, the sky in my
No
dreams.
sé qué le pasa a lo ves que se crashea, no tengo ni idea. Y ahora esto anda lento y elegí la versión fácil. Hiper fácil.
Pilots have been in my family
Voy a... Se me traba la PC. Se bloquea, queda dura. Totalmente dura la PC. No sé qué mierda le pasa.
Does the color of the sky
Díganme
mean
si se
anything
ve.
special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot.
Tendría que andar la PC y sin
When I
embargo se
close my
traba porque se
eyes,
actualizó
the
recién
sky
el
in my
OS
dreams
Ayrton.
is a
No
deep,
te sabría decir qué
dark
mierda
blue.
le pasa.
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in
Recién
the
se acaba de
ocean air
actualizar el
defense
OS
the day my
y
dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I
pasa.
wish you could see what it's like up there.
¿Qué onda?
Cruising above the
Spectrum, la
clouds,
ciudad
the
por venir.
dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being
Mirá,
at the
va,
controls
mirá,
and
¿cómo
seeing
andás?
it
¿Todo
from
bien,
the
Barbie?
cockpit.
¿Qué onda,
Look
Barba?
here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots
Gracias
taken to
por
the
los 100
skies will soon be
bitardos,
a distant
Barbita.
memory.
I don't see anything good
Por ahora se
coming
ve
from
bien.
that.
No what?
Por ahora. Vamos a
Lying
esperar.
smack dab in the middle
Rogamos
of
que
the
no se
desert west
caiga.
of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk
qué?
waiting to be scrapped.
Ah,
Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own
no sé,
plane.
gente, si se escucha la voz de mi
Now,
novia,
when I
pero
say
bueno,
we,
de
I
última
mean me, my grandpa,
hay que bancársela.
and his old
Agradezcamos que no se
buddies.
ponga a cantar igual.
I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills
No, gracias,
and
paso.
some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype
A
drone.
prototype drone.
It wasn't much
Ay,
of a
no sabés
plane,
las ganas que me
more
dan
of
de
a
fumar este
trash
fuego,
can with
boludo.
wings.
No puedo.
Have it all you want.
Dejé de fumar, muchachos, también es otra
Technology's
cosa.
always changing.
Así
You don't
que
keep up,
duele, pero bueno.
you'll leave your ass behind.
¡Gracias! ¡Son
It took
maravillosos!
6 years and 8 months to get that into
Gracias,
running.
Ritsu, bienvenido.
And it took us
Espero,
another year
espero
and
lo
a half
disfrutes.
after that to finally get the balance
Acá
of the
mandamos
airframe
9, sí, pero
just
después
right.
después de
I'd
la
gone
1.
from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just
Hay que
older.
dejar el número.
But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
Así no juego. Y bueno, las nudes son después de la 1, por ahora estoy streameando, no puedo mandarte una foto en bola mientras
Then,
estoy jugando.
finally,
Va, no sé si querés que juegue en bola,
I
no
was
sé.
ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Lista. Se ve bien, se ve trabado por ahora.
So I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky.
Joya, gracias, Ayrton. Mucho mate, la verdad. Mucho mate, me duele el estómago.
I could almost touch it.
Helado, eso es
Then
lo
I
peor de
saw
todo.
Razgryz fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out.
Si llego acá y tomo mate y mate frío aparte.
30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Should have been wearing a vest with this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said
Settle down. Ok.
You have all been
Hola,
instrumental
simulador,
in
¿cómo
making
andás?
these
Bienvenido.
solutions
Hola,
members of the International Union Peacekeeping.
Razgryz.
Until today,
¿Todo bien, vos, Fiera? ¿Qué se cuenta de lindo?
our radar site informed us that a group of
Disfruten, vamos a ver
unidentified aircraft
si les gusta la
was
historia de este un poquito. A mí los juegos de aviones me guapan, así que
communication systems went down immediately afterwards.
vamos a ver
We
qué
are
tal.
led to conclude that they have attacked the site.
Yo soy muy fan de los juegos de aviones.
It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, Fort Gray's Air Base
¿Sí?
Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will... What the hell was that? There's smoke!
We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft.
También tienen las
attacking the
redes
base.
ahí tranquilos como para poder
This is
seguir.
not a drill.
Si que alguno está interesado. Stop mission. No, no de nuevo decía.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the
¿Cómo
front.
va el laburo? Mira, ¿todo bien, Barba? ¿Cómo va el laburo ese? Sí, hoy está bastante bélico el ambiente. Veo que andás insano.
Radar site still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2.
Dale, dale, no hay drama, coma, suene tranquilo, yo recién hice lo mismo.
It's a hell of a welcoming party. We have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Column 4, understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. Stay sharp while you're in the clouds. Tiger 1, missile in the air. Evade. They're way overhead.
Walking.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. Capacity for another round. All escorts normal for another attack. Point is 835. Watch it.
Target confirmed down. Good, Mage 2.
Tengo una GTX
Range, pair of bombers.
750 en procesador, en placas.
I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember.
Y tengo un Ryzen 5 con el Vega 11 de procesador.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Mage 2, target down.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on them switches and return to base.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to
Hace
go,
mucho
kid.
no piloteo y aparte
See if we can make it in one piece.
no tengo joystick, así que
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
sigue con mouse y me voy a completar.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart. Fox 2, Fox 2. Enemy has fled. Harbor facilities and carriers destroyed. Combat mission accomplished.
Va, qué re.
Still got half our baggage. Emptying of an hangar's runway. On my enemy's tail. Missile headed for a friendly. I'm spiked.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their own tail.
Don't let them destroy the harbor.
Sí, las misiones son estas. Ayrton, las misiones son estas, tenés que defender o te van brifeando ahí a medida que vas empezando.
Life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Esta es la primera misión.
I'm on this one's tail. Mage 2, kill confirmed.
One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
No sé, creo que no tengo bots. Los desactivé todos, solamente de las redes nada más tengo.
Golem 1, return to
Ayrton.
base and report for debriefing. sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a homecoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
¿Cuál es?
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
Ahí está Ayrton. Listo, ya lo saqué.
Take down all unidentified
Gracias por el
bombers.
dato.
Don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia.
Ok, ya lo saco. Como perder la
As of
cabeza.
1 p.m. today, the Kingdom
Algo
of
así.
Erusia has declared war on the Ocean
Algo así, algo así.
Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft
Gracias,
began
Ayrton,
bombing
por los
Ocean
datos.
territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft
Vale,
carriers,
infórmame, Ayrton.
including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been
¿Se te
seized
cortó?
by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was
Ah, se
touring
te
the
cerró el
site at
juego,
the time,
bien.
but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian
Gracias, Fernet.
peacekeepers,
Todas
to
recomendadas.
mobilize and make the necessary
Bienvenida.
preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our
No se va
country is
ese
officially at war.
Ayrton.
Stay tuned for
Lo
further
acabo de
updates.
sacar recién y no se va.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usia was on the
Bueno,
wrong side of
quédate
the
mientras y
planet and
mirate
got
un
hit
poco en alguna misión
hard.
hasta que esté la comida, Fer.
Refugees swarmed the Erusian
Eres
Republic,
bienvenida como
the biggest
siempre.
country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended
De
it.
nada, de nada.
They fancied themselves the only
Yes,
nation
sir.
that could
Espero
bring
que
peace
disfrute.
and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usia, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion.
Es un
for
juego de
his fellow
aviones, de
humans.
combate,
But
así
to the folks in
que la
Erusia,
misión
it
es
looked like
fácil.
Osea was moving in to
Te
take
vienen a
over.
atacar,
Erusia went
les
from being
devolves
a
el fuego
republic
y...
back
No,
to
no,
being a
no, es
kingdom.
la historia del juego.
When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the
Ahora
declaration
estamos viendo la
hit the news,
película del juego, sí,
Erusian
o
forces
sea, la
took control
cinemática.
of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military,
Exacto.
and
Claro.
not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster.
Sí, sí, soy
and cleaner.
argentino, Fer.
And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace
Alegría
to
porque
being
por
at
ser
war,
argentino, Fer.
all in the blink of an eye.
Viste las cosas que se encuentran, levantás una baldosa y un argentino siempre hay.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers.
De Buenos Aires.
Remember those mothballed planes I told you about before?
Pero estoy
They were
en
loaded on
un
the
pueblo
ship,
más lejos del centro, o sea, de la capital.
We headed off down south for several days and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway.
Salvo eso no parece real o no, game.
So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
Charge the enemy.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Good. Uy, ¿qué le pasa?
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Current target is on rails. There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep. Intercept! Fire the AA! Way off vehicle line there!
Missile launch.
Where's the damn intercept? It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! Yeah, makes position aboard the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. We're using the containers now.
Range of guns.
Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion.
No, de re.
Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Protect the radar vehicle!
Ace Combat. Ace Combat, Fierra.
Target eliminated.
Missed.
Target in range of guns. 2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward. Base was too far from Allied territory. Trigger, there's one more to go.
Mage 2, missile away.
Missile fired. Evading. Enemy airstrikes are flawless. Push on board. Lockdown bandit.
Behind target and ready to attack.
They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission.
Hostile eliminated.
Crush as many as you can.
Enemy aircraft away from the base. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't matter. Miami! I'm saying the war can change
Miami.
get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Column Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Try to read their movements. The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar. I'll try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
You're mine. I'll make it quick.
In gun range. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Crap. The aircraft is exit. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt. Trigger time. Give you the run around. Take them down one at a time.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits
Ahora
will
sí,
turn
volví a la
costs for
normalidad.
casualties.
Estaba en modo ataque, disculpen muchachos.
Point argument. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed.
Sí, está en Steam, sí.
The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Además de números, sí, no mucho. Estoy de vacaciones, así que dejé de fumar también.
Still military vehicles and anti-air.
Mi novia me está aguantando.
Destroy the target.
Por desgracia de ella, ¿no?
HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians.
¿O no, bebé? Ah, está en otra, está concentrada.
You've given.
Qué tosco cómo atacan, por favor. No, está salado. Salado. Pero bueno. Sí. Está en otra, está concentrada jugando al The Witcher, así que imagínate.
Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned.
Ay, Dios.
Our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2,
Hablando de eso,
was spared from the attack.
bueno, mejor que aproveche.
Kestrel 2 is now
Que
preparing to launch
aproveche
another attack against
que está
Erushia's
soltera.
capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandhar Bay
Que
safely.
Fer aproveche que está soltera.
However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force
Algo
reclaims its
así,
bid to
sin
the
duda.
space.
¿Te mataron? Ah. Simulador, te voy a dar a elegir uno. Un avión. O a cualquiera que quiera elegir, ¿no? Y la idea es chocar, pero bueno, no importa, dale, sigamos. veamos si puedo no chocar. ¿Cuál querés? Me cae la silla. Bueno, ¿querés que caiga la silla? Vamos con este entonces. Vas a ver cómo cae la silla.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
No solamente a cualquiera que quiera elegir, nada más. Lo dije, o cualquiera que quiera elegir. Dije simulador porque fue el que vi que estaba escribiendo ahí nomás.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Excellent work, Trigger.
Sí, hay un mando, pero no lo tengo. O sea, yo lo juego con joystick o lo juego con mouse en este caso. Pero bueno, ya en este momento lo juego con mouse, nada más. Tristemente.
Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck. Mage
Igual no me molesta jugarlo con mouse, pasa que cuesta un poquito más.
Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger, time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Mage 2, bandit down. Excellent work.
Enemy reinforcements. I'm going in on.
Golem 2 just knocked one down.
This right here is what we call a learning experience.
Roger that.
I'm hit! I've lost control! Careful, there's a real demon in there. If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn. Friendly on.
4 remaining.
¡No!
Getting your ass kicked. Reinforcements, we're taking too much damage. Locked on hostile. We have them on the run. Don't let up.
Mage 2, locked.
This one's mine. They got me.
3 remaining.
It's yours. We can't recover. We need reinforcements now. Nice kill.
Missile hit. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat. Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better. Missile incoming. Evade. Break. Break.
Wait, what the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
It's the Arsenal bird. No.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
flash drones.
Damn, they're agile. And there's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy. All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Forget that thing? God help us. He's hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Fast as hell.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Mage 2, walking.
Enemy on my six.
Locked, it's chow time.
Skeleton 1, check 6, Commander. Got me!
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Identify the situation.
They're dodging everything I threw at them.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Column 3, Column 2's hit! Status report. Shit, Column 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile! We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
You missed! Controls are out. I'm breaking it off!
Skeleton 2 lost.
Shit, we got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they knew this earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Column 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Column 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill any lead. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Mage 2, UAV down.
Radar lock acquired.
Fox 2. Target is in range of guns.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy. Friendly.
Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs.
Yowza! Mage 2, enemy has a lock on you.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandage, SU-30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
Fast, it's like he...
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Large wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
No,
Great
not
aircraft.
much.
We'll let you take it easy next time.
Dead meat. I don't get it. isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off.
Red Column, engage Squadron 10, the latest sail pull through.
Get your asses out.
Waiting! I can't get him off!
Target destruction confirmed.
Does Main Squadron still have their hotshot? Then we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Column and Mage, we owe you a debt. And we'll pay it.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
She's a predator. We can eat her.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Column 2 lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brony?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time.
¿Vos
I
decís?
should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Hay juegos que están muy complicados para la Play, para la PC en Argentina. Muy complicado. Pero bueno.
Page 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. Page 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. 1,500 to runway. Page 2, lower speed. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Mage Squadron, this is the
Escuchar
situation.
dividido. Listo, viniste a lo mejor entonces. Ya con eso. Con eso, ¿qué más querés?
Unfortunately, the two front offensive.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out,
¿Qué
he
pasa,
insisted
Barba,
on
con vos?
flying to the front lines to see it for himself.
¿Cómo va el laburo, Barba?
Sometimes he could be so stubborn.
Y a mí
His
me
age wasn't the only thing
yo me perdí muchas bandas.
Over the years, flying at high
Así que
altitudes
imagínate,
for
bro,
long
que
stretches of
es un
time
garrón.
had ravaged and poisoned his body.
Pero bueno,
But he was a man of grit.
pasan esas cosas.
Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again.
Buen apetito,
If his flight
Fer.
suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle.
Bueno, Soda Stereo es una banda de las que me
As a
quedo picando.
pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways.
Como también, si tienen alguna idea para poner acá en sonidos, me dicen. Los colocamos, muchachos.
I bet you're wondering, if Erusea lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite?
Qué lindo.
Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osea's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room.
Dale, avísame. Yo no tengo problema. Todo juego de aviones a mí me gusta. Gracias, Fer, se te agradece. Me alegro que te guste. Lo voy a ir largando de a poco las misiones.
I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio.
Es como llevar un buen matrimonio. ¡Ya cómete la
maldita naranja! Could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she's been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with us,
no hagas esto.
The prisoners in here
Es muy pegriloso, muy pegriloso.
If anyone knew how messed up Osea was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osea down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusea, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on
Peligroso.
that.
Bueno, yo ya voy a dejar acá también, así que... O sea, digo también porque mi novia está ahí, comenzó a la misma hora que yo, y entonces deja a la misma hora que yo.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome.
Bueno chicos, gracias por pasarse, se les agradece muchísimo. Espero verlo en el próximo. Nos estamos viendo, cuídense, dejo una especie de ride a ver qué onda, a ver a quién. Ahora voy a ver a quién raideo. Ahora voy a ver a quién raideo. Nos vemos Fer, nos vemos Simulador, nos vemos Ayrton, nos vemos Spectrum. Nos vemos Barba, vos querido, te quiero un montón. Te banco a muerte, vieja. Me copas a Barba, por eso te banco a muerte. Nos vemos Barba, vos querido, te quiero un montón. Te banco a muerte, vieja. Me copas a Barba, por eso te banco a muerte.